What's up, guys? I got a question the other day from somebody on Facebook, and I wanted to address it here. But I want to start by saying this. I think the most important thing for anybody, whether you're trying to burn fat, whether you're trying to build muscle, whether you're trying to get healthy, whether you're just trying to improve your life through fitness, the most important thing for anybody is always going to be treating it like an experiment. Now, what do I mean by that? You have to constantly question your reality. I've got people who are coming to me and they're saying, "Hey, Chris, have you tried the carnivore diet? It's awesome. I'm feeling amazing right now. I'm getting strong. I'm building muscle. I'm getting lean. My joints feel better. I feel better. My digestion is good." Right? And that's awesome. I think that's great. And the reason why I think that's great is because you've run an experiment on yourself and you found that, this thing is working for you right now. My big suggestion for you is to understand that your body is a living, breathing thing that's constantly changing. And so what works for you right now might not work for you in the future. And that's not to say that the carnivore diet is a bad thing or anything like that. It's just to say that, keep a good level of communication with your body. Right? Because what happens with a lot of people is they'll jump into a diet and it works awesome for a little bit. But then, a few months later, things change. Maybe the gut microbiome changes and you have different bacteria in your intestinal tract. Maybe there's other chemical changes that have occurred within your body. Maybe your environment's changed. And maybe you need different things as far as your nutrients go. And so, what I would say is, keep a good level of communication with your body and really monitor your energy levels. Really monitor your digestion. Really monitor what your body's telling you. Okay? And the reason why I'm telling you that is because we're all prone to something called cognitive consistency. This is where, if you like something, your brain is gonna constantly tell you that this thing is good. Right? And a lot of us, we fall into this trap all the time. When I was a kid, I had people coming and not people, but magazines. I was reading the bodybuilding magazines, and there was like 2 or 3 of them at the time. And every single one of them was saying you had to eat 6 to 8 meals a day. And in each meal, you had to have 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. And I took that as truth, right? A lot of us did. And the reason why they said you had to have 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal was because the idea was that you couldn't absorb more than 20 to 30 grams of protein at a given meal at any one time. Recently science has showed that was completely false. And even prior to science showing that was false, we had people who were doing things like intermittent fasting and getting remarkable results. But for a long time, I was stuck eating, 6 to 8 meals a day and wasting time and wasting time on food prep and potentially, wasting gains because I was limiting the amount of protein I was eating at each meal and I was keeping myself from being able to do that. And then the worst part of it was psychologically, what would happen there was that the barrier to entry for being strong and building muscle seemed so high that many people gave up, right? And that's a huge thing. You had so many people out there saying, "Oh, I don't have time to do a diet," right? You don't have time to eat, right? And that's how that psychology builds up, and it sends us down these little rabbit holes in life. So, my advice for all of you is, no matter what you're doing, right? Keep chronicling it, right? Keep writing, keep a daily journal. Write down how your body feels that day. Write down how your body feels after each meal. I'm not saying, sit there and program every gram of protein, every gram of sugar, or every gram of this or that. But after you eat a specific food, pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to how your breathing is. Pay attention to your heartbeat. Pay attention to how your mind feels. Are you able to think correctly after a lunch? Are you able to have energy for the rest of the day after what you eat for lunch? Or do you feel like crap? If you feel like crap, then change it. You know, if you're trying to build muscle and you're training your body, 3 to 5 times a week with a body part specific workout, like you were told in the magazines, and your body's not responding, well, then experiment with a different program, right? Go for a total body workout and do that 2 to 3 times a week. And that can save you time and potentially allow you to hit your muscles a little bit more often, and allow you to build muscle mass and get to your goal a little bit better. But it comes from this idea of having a flexible mind and having an experimental mindset. The second we attach ourselves to a single truth, saying one thing is good, one thing is bad, or I'm never going to try that, or I'm never going to do this, is the second we, potentially fall down into a trap and we get ourselves stuck. And then we get ourselves confused, and then we put ourselves into a position where we think we're hopeless and not able to move forward. So I'm going to be going into more about this mindset and more about building muscle this week. It's a subject matter I've been doing a lot of research on because I've been writing for T Nation, and I want to get back into it on this channel. So if you've got questions for me, just put them below, and I'll be happy to answer them either here or on a Facebook Live. Either way, I'm looking forward to helping you out. I'm looking forward to talking to you. So, talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Peace.